is time. Oop. Hey. Wrong button. What's up? We are going to break some WWE Heritage from 2017. I picked these up from Blowout Cards. They were $5.95 per hanger box, but if you bought 12, a 12-box lot, drove that price down to $5. So I think it was, what's 12 times 5? $60 for 12. So I bought 4 lots. So I bought 48 hanger boxes. I'm going to rip, how many did I pull? 2, 4, 2, 6. Okay, that's what I wanted to do, a 6-pack. So we're going to rip a 6-pack I'm not going to drink a 6-pack. I'm going to drink a Spotted Cow. So what I meant to do was I tried to push this to Twitter. That's why I'm talking like this, extreme close-up. And you can see it in my backyard. Hopefully my neighbors aren't outside because my window's open. They can probably hear me talking about wrestling. I've got wrestling on the TV. They're like, man, that kid is totally nerding out. So let's see. Can I push? Ooh, I can push this. I can share it. Still live. Dystemic, what is up? Am I still live? Let's see. Live chat. Okay, there we go. There we go. My timer is working. Okay. Can somebody chat me a message? Okay, there's Herman. What's up? What is up? Micah can hear me. Okay, let's So by the way, I also picked up some Topps Pro Debut. And by some, I mean a full hobby case. Cooter wants to see the Stuntman card, so I picked up a hobby case of 2022 Topps Pro Debut. I've ripped 2 boxes already because I was itching. I will go live later tonight, so I'm going to rip 6 of these hanger boxes of wrestling right now. And then I will feed the dog and myself, and then we'll rip some Pro Debut. I'll go live at probably 7 Central for the Pro Debut rip. So so I bought 48 of these hanger boxes. What I found interesting, they kind of look beat to hell. You can't really see, but there's like banged up corner here, like corners are banged up. Like, look at that. So they look like they've been in somebody's they probably have. They've been in somebody's basement. Again, I bought these from Blowout Cards. So as long as they're sealed, that hanger has soft corners. Ooh. Yes, it does. So I was a little concerned. So here we've got, so they're at the bottom of the box. Dubbed on $1 Million Man. So what I don't like about the hanger boxes is it's just 1 pack. But we can flip through the cards. I got 48 of them. We've Baron Corbin. So by the way, the Alexa Blue in this set sells for like 10 to 15 bucks on its own. So we've got Kane. And I love these because they're 1987 design. We haven't had enough 87 Topps designs. The Undertaker. This was not my era of the. I was a big fan of the cartoonish Undertaker from the early 90s. British Bulldog legend. Herman didn't know. So this is 2017. So, and guess what? There was no Topps Heritage in 2018, completely skipping the 88 Topps design. But they did 89 Topps design. They did 90 Topps design. And of course, Topps doesn't have the license for WWE anymore. So last year, WWE Heritage returned for the first time in, let's see, I can't remember. Ken, and I agree with Ken, by how pervy collectors are and that women sell better than men. Yes, women wrestling cards sell like crazy. So in Alexa, like I said, Alexa Bliss out of this set sells for like 15 bucks. Let's see, here's Chad Gable, Topps Gold Cup. He's still wrestling in the WWE. So is Sami Zayn, SmackDown Live. I do not follow this card will sell, Lana. Those Kiss cards sell creepy well. Average card, what's up? It's Juicy Honey. RVD was the first WWE superstar I met. I actually haven't met too many WWE or wrestling stars. It's also that way with the female racers. I bet. Yeah, it's just this. It's dudes wanting wanting cards of ladies. Cassius Ono. Made CM. So ironically, CM Punk's probably not. This is 2017, so I don't think I think he was out. So many love Haley Deegan, who was accomplished Patrick. I don't know if she what she accomplished, but I just remember Danica Patrick being a huge collecting. So I met CM Punk, and ironically, CM Punk. How did I meet him? He was my wait for it bartender. He was a celebrity bartender at a Kerrywood fundraiser at the that kind of led off the Cubs. It was a separate event from the Cubs convention, but it was the same weekend. And yeah, CM Punk, celebrity bartender. We all know CM Punk is clean or straight edge society, but yes. So this is like a bronze parallel. John wants to know: are these D&D cards? John's a hater, although although John hates on my stuntman cards. Let's flip the camera. Oh wait, no, we don't want to flip the camera around. We want to do this. Even though John's a hater, look over here above my old shoes, the old Hank Sauer game used cleats. Look at that right there, front and center, backstage, WrestleMania. That came from my buddy John, who hates my stuntman wrestling cards. Thank you, John. So here we've got Mankind. Yes, so this Sami Zayn is, they call this like a bronze parallel. Let's see. You can really tell, but I'll just compare the two. Same with, well, here you go. Chad Gable. Oh, yeah, the Macho Man. In fact, the Macho Man was just on my TV. So here you go. The bronze on the left. And they don't, they're not, I mean, they're short printed, but they're not like, they're kind of like, if you're a baseball fan, they're much like Allen and Ginter high numbers short print, where there's really not much more value than the base card. Ric Flair defeats Mick Foley in an I Quit match. Oh man, so these take me back, because this is and this is a take on, I think, 87 Topps WWF. Typhoon, Fred Ottman is his real name. So this was the era that I was a huge wrestling fan. That wrestling pass, 1991, that backstage pass, 91, around the time of the natural disasters. Typhoon, Typhoon, Kofi Kingston. John says, Jake the Snake sat in front of me on one flight. He reclined into me, and I spent the rest of the flight with his greasy. John has the best, the best stories. Let's see. Shocking card. It's Trippy. There's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. By the time he debuted, I was not really watching wrestling. Now, when Edge debuted, I was back into it. He debuted like in the Attitude Era, and I was. We would. What's cool is with Edge, when he debuted in the late '90s. So I was watching wrestling in junior high, and there's Cena. I was watching wrestling in junior high, and I was like the only, it was like total nerd, because this was the cartoonish era, like the mid 3 to 95. So nobody, I was the only dude in Anawan Junior High that liked wrestling in the mid 90s. But then it became really popular, as I got into high school. The 97, 96, 97, it became really popular. And then everybody was watching wrestling, and I no longer was this dorky kid at the lunch table talking about Monday Night Raw. So we would have, there was a guy that lived 2 doors down from me. His name was Rich. And I don't know, how did I worked at the grocery store. So that's box number 1. and then I'm gonna take a break for dinner, and then later at like 7 Central, I'm gonna do a pro debut baseball box. So Rich lived two doors down from me, and again, I grew up in a really small town, and I worked in high school at the local IGA grocery store, and so I got to know Rich, and he later became a coworker, and he was probably in his late 20s. He was about 10 years older than me. So he was in his like late 20s. I was like 16, 15, 16. And my parents were real cool. They let me hang out with like the older dudes. But I will say, Rich, even though he was like 28, we could not drink, smoke. I didn't smoke, but he was like totally against like underage kids, even back in like the mid 90s, which, you could get away with that kind of stuff back then. But so he was a good dude, and it started out, it was like me and a couple of his buddies from, he was taking like night classes at a college. So it was like 3 or 4 of us. I think this is the exact same pack that I just opened. There's RVD. Did I have an RVD in the last pack? But anyway, it's like 4 of us, and we would watch Monday Night Wrestling. And then one of my good buddies, Chuck, was like getting into wrestling pretty big at the same time. So then Chuck came. And by the time like I was a senior in high school, so like 2 years later, because I was probably a sophomore when we started Monday Night, wrestling, there was like 3 of us that started it in 97. And then by 99, it was so popular, we would have like 30 guys at Rich's house watching Monday Night Wrestling. And of course, the Wars, this is like the pack. It was the Monday Night Wars, so we would flip between Nitro and Raw, and it was just it was such a cool time to be a wrestling fan. Gentleman Jack Gallagher, so it does look like we did not have him in the first. Did you and Chuck ever dress up in singlets and go ahead? No, we did not participate in any wrestling. Here's Maurice. I think this is the bronze parallel. It is. Here's a bronze of Heath Slater. Let's see. Oh, looks like we've got the same. I think this is the same Mankind, the Boiler Room Brawl. Yep, Ric Flair, I Quit match. Oh, hey, we've got, this is new. This is as well, because he's still wrestling. John Cena has a production company, and he's into sports memorabilia. British Bulldog, another insert. Here's Daniel Bryan. He's still wrestling. He's not as old as Chris Jericho, though. Here we've got Brock Lesnar defeats John Cena for the WWE title. We've got Charlotte Flair, the daughter of Rick. The Nature Boy. Here's Edge. Edge defeats John Cena at SummerSlam. It's like a SummerSlam insert. Here's Mankind defeats Hunter Hearst Helmsley, of course, better known as Triple H. We cut off the Hearst, Hunter, and Elmsley. Just call him Triple H. Here we've got defeats Mr. Perfect. The Beard is here. Daniel Bryan defeats John Cena. Daniel Bryan defeats John Cena. And we've got another Seth Rollins who grew up in the Quad Cities. I think he's from Bettendorf or Davenport. All right, so that was box number 2. Kind of disappointing because it was the same almost as box number 1. Dan is with us. Herman was big on wrestling in the mid to late 80s, and then back, I did not like Goldberg. I get why Herman likes Goldberg. He's a Georgia boy. I did not like Goldberg. The main reason I did not like, and I still don't like Goldberg, he was a WCW guy. I was a diehard WWF guy. And I did not come around to WCW until like after it ended. And in fact, now I'm watching in the background, I will watch WCW Monday Nitros, and I started it from the beginning. And right now it's the New World Order. Bischoff and Savage have not even joined. So Wiki says Rollins born in Davenport. Yes, there's Triple H. I saw John says 2 things. I saw Papa Shango naked once backstage. I questioned my will to continue in life. Papa Shango, also the Godfather. I believe he owns a strip club in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. Triple H, I saw his debut. I've talked about that. Number 2, says John, I accidentally just sent that message to someone trying to buy cards from me. Here's Goldberg. Didn't realize I was going to watch another 87 design. I know. Even saw Ric Flair get depants at a match at my local high school. That's awesome. Yeah, so this is, Dan, this is actually a 2017 WWE product. So this is 5 years old, but of course it was playing on the old 30th anniversary of the 87 Topps design. Here's a Bailey Rookie Gold Cup. This is probably sells for a few bucks. These hanger boxes were only $5. The singles do sell really well, as Ken mentioned earlier. The female wrestlers sell really well, like Carmella, and it's her Gold Cup, and she's still in the WWE. Luke Harper passed away last year. Sad story there. Here we've got Batista, legend. We've got Rich Swann. So now I've got to stalk Bo's eBay again to catch the Goldberg. What I'm worried about with everything that I bought today, or that was delivered today, is I don't know if Card Dealer Pro will have. I don't think they recognize wrestling cards, but also I don't know the Pro Debut is not really a mainstream set, and it's like a week old. Here's a Terry Runnels bronze, so this will probably sell really well. And here's Jake the Snake and his greasy hair that was in John Keating's lap on a flight. So there's Jake the Snake. So here we've got Ken Shamrock wins a Lion's Den weapon match. Dystemic bumped into Bailey and Sasha Banks while they were shopping at her mall before a show in Fargo. That's awesome. Big Boss Man lost him way too soon, like most of these. What's up, Jenny? Yes, Ken was here. I'm not sure if he's still in here, but yes, he was here earlier. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I love this design. I think this is also playing off the off 1987, but these were the actual sticker designs, I think, in 87. There's Triple H. Defeated Rock and Roll Buck Zumhoff in his debut at the Mark of the Quad Cities in April of 1995. I was there. I still have my ticket stub. I put it on eBay for like an absurd amount of money, but I saw a Kurt Angle ticket stub. I think it's signed, though, put up for sale for like $3,000. So I'm like, okay, if my unsigned and my Triple H debut ticket stub is in really rough condition. But I am considering sending it into PSA just to get it in a slab, because I think it. I've had some like $300-$400 offers for it, but I just don't want to let it go for that. I think I have it listed for $1,000 or $1,500. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what the lowest I would take. If somebody came in and offered me like $500, I'd probably take it, but I don't think I would sell it for less than $500. Met Stone Cold when he was here filming Redneck Island on Lake Hartwell. Yeah, I think CM Punk's the only one. And at the time, like, he wasn't in wrestling. And really, I wasn't watching wrestling when CM Punk was. I wasn't a big fan of wrestling when he was, And here's Ember Moon. She is now Athena in AEW, which is on tonight at 7. So that'll be on in the background as I rip my pro debut later. Dolph Ziggler. He's a guy that he's so good. He's charismatic, and he just doesn't get a push. And he sticks around, and he's been in WWE forever. Does it even say? Doesn't say. But he's been in WWE for what seems like almost 20 years. Roddy Piper. He is a legend. The Patriot Lex Luger. That was this was when he was the Stars and Stripes Lex, getting right back into it in like 93, 94. Zack Ryder, who I believe is a huge like wrestling collector, has like figures, and I don't know if he collects cards, but all that. Natalia, she is the Anvil Jim Neidhart's daughter, and she also has an OnlyFans page with her sister. Here's John Cena. Oh, yeah, the Macho Man. Paige and Deanie being ran into King Kong Bundy at SeaWorld, and he was with his family feeding fish to dolphins. Really cool. King Kong Bundy also made a couple appearances on Married with Children. I think I've pulled a Cassius Ohno Future Stars in every box so far. Here's Cedric Alexander, Rookie Gold Cup. Oh, we haven't pulled a Alexa Bliss yet. Maybe these have all been searched. They're like, oh, we know what's in there, and Alexa Bliss cards are not. We'll see. Here's a Chris Jericho bronze. I wonder if these can be weighed. I don't know, because I'm sure like the autos in here are like stickers. I don't think they'll add much weight to the boxes. But I'd be curious because, oh, parallel Baron Corbin numbered. I was starting to get worried because I haven't pulled an Alexa Bliss. I don't expect to pull any like autos or anything, but you know, since they are such a blowout price, but numbered out of 99, Baron Corbin. So that's the first card that I feel compelled to actually penny sleeve. Oh, it's the tax man, Erwin R. Shyster. He is the father to Bray Wyatt. Never mind, right? There's John Cena. There's Kane. Did you know Kane was the original name of The Undertaker? He debuted as Kane the Undertaker. And I think he only wrestled as Kane the Undertaker once or twice. Chris Jericho is awesome in AEW right now, numbered to 99. Chris Jericho's freaking awesome. I'm a Jericho fan. Jericho and MJF. And the Ultimate Warrior. So we got our first sleevable card. Where did I put those sleeves? Over here. You're probably wondering, was a few hundred feet from Cena at a Hooters a few years ago. Someone bothered him during dinner, so he refused to sign. Wow. That's interesting. But not cool to bother guys at dinner. That's how they came up with the slime off of Kane being his cousin. You might be wondering, why is there a breaker pad over here and you're breaking on the table? That's a great question. The reason is because I have a bunch of crap. I have a bunch of crap on my brake pad that I didn't want to move. So that's why. Okay, so here we go. This is, let's see, hanger box number 5. I'm going to do 6 of these. So 2 to go. This one and another one. And then I've got a dinner. So it's, I don't even know if I have any frozen pizza. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. That is Spotted Cow. Yes, Herman spotted the cow. We've got Rhino. I think that's the first Rhino card that I've pulled. Oh, here we go. We've got a different run. We've got an Asuka Future Stars. Well, we have an Alexa Bliss in here. Here's a Jericho. Rusev, who is also in AEW with Jericho as Miro. Here's Bray Wyatt, the son of IRS. Kalisto. The Hitman, Bret Hart. Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. There's Trish Stratus. Rich Swann again. Roderick Strong again. Cassius Ohno. I'm going to have 48 Cassius Ohno cards. Cedric Alexander. Alexander Wolf. I feel like I've pulled all of these. Oh, here's a nice one. This is a bronze parallel of Shinsuke Nakamura's rookie cut. So I'm going to sleeve that. I don't know if it's worth anything, but here's AJ Styles. Here's another Ric Flair insert. X-Pac, formerly known as the 1-2-3 Kid. Here's a John Cena insert. We've got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Daniel Bryan. There's IRS. We've got Finn Balor. The Undertaker. Randy Orton. Still no Alexa Bliss. That's like the main reason I bought these. Alundra Blaze. There's Jim Neidhart. Is this the first Fanatic set? No. Panini actually has the wrestling license. Panini took over the wrestling license on January 1st. So this is an old Topps. This is an old Topps pre-Fanatics. This is from 2007. So no Alexa Bliss. Bummer. So this is box hanger number 6. Can we pull an Alexa Bliss? Now, 6 boxes cost me, what, 30 bucks. Upper Deck has AEW. Yep, Upper Deck has... Penny took over, but didn't Topps announce they were taking it back? No. I don't think so. I don't think so. Sergeant Slaughter. All right, Ultimate Warrior. Here we've got some new... Oh, hey, I don't think I've pulled this Xavier Woods card. So 30 bucks for 6 hangers. Again, I bought 48, so still more ripping to do. Here's a Brian Kendrick card. New. Johnny Gargano. I don't think we've pulled a Johnny Gargano. Seth Rollins. Randy Orton. Son of Cowboy Bob. There's a DDP. Diamond Dallas Page. We've got Rich Swann again. Roderick Strong again. No, I think we're 6 for 6 on Kisso. Cedric Alexander. Alexander Wolf. All right, so here we've got the bronze and still no Alexa Bliss, man. Slaughter will follow. Yes, Slaughter has a huge following on old promo when he couldn't spell respect. There's Luger, bronze parallel. Zack Ryder, bronze. And we go into the inserts. We've got Undertaker. Terry is ripping his. Just got an Alexa Bliss 5 boxes in. So I'm on my 6th box, and I'm 0 for 6. 0 for 6 on Alexa Bliss. Shamrock insert. But I did pull, Terry, I did pull a Baron Corbin blue to 99. Baron Corbin to 99. Baron Corbin, 99. Met Randy Orton in 05. He was a complete a-hole. I have heard that. Mankind. Yeah, I don't think I've met anybody besides CM Punk, any wrestlers. Bret Hart, Stone Cold. There's the a-hole Randy Orton. Got Brock Lesnar and Charlotte Flair. So there we go. 6 hanger boxes of the Stuntman Wrestling cards. We did pull a bronze parallel of Shinsuke Nakamura. Gold Cup. No Alexa Bliss. Terry got a Kevin Nash numbered to 99. And we pulled a Baron Corbin. Numbered. It's an eBay 1 of 1. 1 of 99. So there you go. I'm going to take a break now. And I'm going to come back probably around 7-ish, 7 p.m. Central, and we're going to rip some Topps Pro Debut, 2022 Pro Debut. I'm going to do 1 box live tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night. Hopefully you'll be back in at 7 o'clock as we rip some Pro Debut. Have a good one.